Our first message from Spirit today is a one that will bring peace and resolution to your life. If you are finding yourself in some conflict or feeling torn between two pathways of addressing a situation, one pathway you can take would be a little bit more reminiscent of an unhealed version of you, where you kind of throw some ultimatums out there and this is how it is. Or, contrary, for some, it's more about compromising and neglecting some aspects of what it is that you need in order to feel resolution. Neither of those are going to give you the type of energy that you want going forward. You're either going to feel resentful that you compromised too much, or you're going to feel regretful that you didn't honor your own boundaries that you set in place. You have to be very authentic and honest, but apply some kindness and compassion to the way that you express yourself with this honesty and with this authenticity. This conversation has the potential to go to a place where it's not just a compromise, but it's actually finding some resolution, finding some common ground that is satisfying, where both parties or all parties involved feel like this is better than compromising. This is finding something that fits everyone's needs in a way that we didn't really necessarily see that it was possible before. Because I'm seeing that there is a sense of like your openness allows others to truly think about what it is that they wanted out of the situation rather than holding tight to their initial response and initial reaction. Sometimes we when we demonstrate the higher way of dealing with things, others follow suit if they were not already on that path. We give them the power to be just as honest and authentic in their dealings with us, which can change the dynamic in that relationship. And so, what I'm seeing is there's a peaceful resolution here, and it all starts with the way that you approach the situation, and it all starts with the way that you present yourself in a genuine and authentic way, but also in a very compassionate, patient, and loving way. Okay, this message here from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck is probably necessary for most people, but for this part of the collective specifically, there has been a change in your path, and it wasn't necessarily something that you were hoping to occur. I'm hearing that this has to do with the other party. Um, for what reason they made this decision is not going to be revealed to you for some time, way down the road. They have taken a different path, and we have this mystery card here to understand that we all have free will here, and we're all going to make decisions and choices that feel um, maybe not necessarily feel right for us, but feel like it's the power that we have at that moment. Person is acting in accordance with what they think is going to give them what they want. Whether they're wrong or not doesn't concern us. But what does concern us is how you go forward. When you connect with another person or with other people in your life, are you honoring the boundaries that you yourself said you were going to honor? Because it seems like this person maybe couldn't honor those boundaries, and or maybe they felt confused that you were conflicted in what those boundaries were. Are you allowing some people to violate those boundaries and holding other people accountable to them? I'm hearing that some of this conflict might come in the way that you maybe allow family to take one side and a romantic or friendship relationship to be on the other side. And they're one of these parties is looking at the situation and going, why these double standards? This does not make sense to me. It is important for you to realize that it's not just one person in your life that has to honor these boundaries. It is everyone, including yourself. So if you set a boundary that you're not going to allow disrespect, not only should you not be disrespectful to those people, but when those people are disrespectful, you shut it down and you retreat from the situation until that changes. If you're not doing that across the board, you're sending mixed signals and you're not honoring and respecting your highest self as well. So it's important for you to be aware of that and consider all sides of the situation. This final message is about trusting the timing, trusting the pathway, trusting that the things that need to align in your favor are happening in the timing that they need to align. So when we're headed in one direction, and something feels a little bit amiss, we need to trust that the universe has fully seen and witnessed what's occurring farther down the road than you would be able to see. And so as we're moving down the road, things may have been delayed. You may come across part of the road that is blocked off and you may have to take a different path. You continue on this path trusting the process because, as our all paths lead home, when we are on our way to completing a goal or we are on our way to accomplishing something, if we are on our way to manifesting a part of our life that we desire, we have to understand that the intuitive self is following a pathway that knows the way, even if you don't know the way, even if this isn't on your map. This wasn't planned by you. This wasn't something that you expected to encounter. I'm hearing that there's some no's, maybe some closed doors that you thought were surefire things. You thought for sure this is going to work out. Of course, it's going to work out. It has to work out, but it's not happening in the way that you thought it was. So we're, distracted, frustrated, feeling disheartened a little bit. Maybe you lost your spark. And this pathway is specifically going to help you find that passion again, specifically going to help you come across those who are going to remind you of why you're on this journey, specifically going to come across those who um, have experienced things like this before that you can learn from, that you're going to feel some energizing or some wisdom. There's something here that adds to the experience for you. The timing is not within our control, but the focus and the diligence is. So as long as we do what feels right and we continue along this path, we are guaranteed to find our way there, and the timing will be more perfect than you could have ever planned.